Hello everyone, this is Ajanta ma'am and today I am back with another video, and this time I'm going to discuss some question answers from the short story The Elevator by William Slater. Now, what is this story about? This story is about a 12-year-old boy named Martin who struggles to overcome his fear of elevators. The harder he tries to overcome his fear, the firmer the fear gets. And to make matters worse, once when he takes the elevator, he encounters a large old lady in the elevator and tries very hard to avoid her. But every single time he uses the elevator, he encounters her. Now, in this story, the author explores the theme of irrational fears of childhood. This is a sensitive boy with a father who is insensitive. The father tries to show, or rather exert, upon Martin to be strong, to be brave, and not to cry. And Martin, probably he suffers from a disease called claustrophobia, and his greatest fear is being trapped in this rickety old lift. This story takes a close look at the child's mind or psyche, offering us an insight to a very frightening world. And the story ends with Martin being trapped in the elevator with a broken leg, unable to escape from the woman. Now, coming to the question answers. The first question: what was Martin's attitude towards elevators? And what do we know about Martin's father? Now, this elevator was in an old high-rise building, and this elevator only could carry 3 people at a time. It was a very small, rickety, old elevator. The building itself had more than 17 floors, and the lighting in the elevator was poor, and the walls of the elevator were dirty. And every time the elevator left a floor, it seemed to shudder, and it creaked while going down. As I said, it was a rickety old elevator. The door of the elevator never stayed open long enough and slammed shut with a clanging noise. And the stairs in the building were not very good because of poor lighting. There were no windows. Most of the time the lights were not even working. And as we know, Martin felt very, very uncomfortable in the elevator. As I said, probably he suffered from claustrophobia and he felt rather scared that one day he would be stuck in that elevator. Moreover, the shuddering of the elevator, the clanking noise, the door shutting with a bang, all that made Martin very, very scared. What do we know about Martin's father? Martin's father always found ways to humiliate him, and when Martin tells about the elevator, complains about the elevator to his father and why he did not take the elevator, his father's face seems to say that he was not only skinny and weak and bad at sports, but also a coward. When Martin tells his father or informs his father about the old lady that he met in the lift, Martin's father accuses Martin of being afraid of some poor old lady and asks him whether he is going to grow up and act like a man or that he will remain timid and shy all his life. Why did Martin never get used to the elevator? Martin never got used to the elevator as he was always afraid that it would stop suddenly and he would be trapped inside the elevator for hours before anybody could find out. It wasn't much better when there were other passengers in the elevator. He didn't like to be so close to them because it was a very small elevator carrying only 3 people. He also disliked the way people tried hard not to look at one another and staring at nothing. We also know that the elevator was extremely dirty. The walls of the elevator were dirty and it made lots of noises and it shuddered, clanking noise. The doors were not open for a long time. So, when Martin was in the elevator, one day the lady entered it for the first time and he faced 2 major problems. What were they? Firstly, this lady was a big fat lady and took up most of the space in the elevator, which was small, so he had to squeeze himself in a corner. And there was no room for anybody in the elevator. Excuse me. The door closed quickly behind, and instead of facing it, she turned around and stared at him, which made Martin very, very uncomfortable. It seemed that the fat lady's blue eyes seemed to bore in Martin's face. He looked away and then looked at her again to see if she was still staring at him, and she was. She continued staring at him till the elevator reached the first floor. She did nothing. She just stared at him, only watched him, breathing loudly until the elevator reached the first floor. And Martin wanted to run past her to get out, but there was no room because she occupied most of the elevator. He had to wait till she moved slowly out into the lobby, and then he ran all the way to the school. the next question is that how did Martin feel when he got back to the building after school, and what were the thoughts running in his mind throughout the day in the school? Martin thought about the old lady throughout the day in the school. He wondered whether she lived in the building. He had never seen her before, and the building was not very big. Maybe she was visiting someone, but 7:30 in the morning was too early for somebody visiting any guest. And so, when Martin came back from school that day, he felt ashamed of himself on being afraid of a lady, this fat lady. He pressed the button and stepped into the elevator, hoping that it would not stop, but it stopped on the 3rd floor. Martin watched as the door slid open, revealing a green coat, blue eyes which were already staring at him as if she knew he would be there. So Martin thought it wasn't possible. It was like a nightmare, but here she was. The door slammed shut. She pressed not 14 but 18 to the top floor. And the elevator trembled and began to go up, and the fat lady continued staring at him. So the next question that we are going to address is how did he feel, and how did Martin feel now that he was continuously seeing this old lady in the lift? He felt nervous from the very first day. He was uncomfortable in the elevators, afraid that the elevator would fall. But this one was specially unpleasant, this elevator. But now that he had seen this fat lady, this strange lady who appeared out of nowhere, he was more uncomfortable, and he thought that it would be best to take the stairs. The stairs were no better because there were no windows and very poor lighting. Martin wondered about this lady, and he felt that he had to tell someone about this fat lady because he was so terribly upset by her presence in the elevator and the way she had stared at him. He wanted some moral support and encouragement, and therefore he told his father. But his father frowned at him, and his face seemed to say that you are not only skinny and weak and bad at sports, but also a coward. Martin's father did not, give him the moral support that he was looking for. Moreover, he told Martin to grow up, and Martin never had that support from anybody. But when the story ends, there could be many reasons as to what had happened. The story ends with a cliffhanger. If you are given a question as to how the story ends in a cliffhanger situation where you cannot guess what will happen next, or you do not find out immediately what happens next. So there could be a number of different things that happened at the end of this story. The lady pressed the stop button so that the elevator would stop and she could have a pleasant chat with Martin and tell him that he should stop his attempts to escape from her because she meant no harm and she just wanted to befriend him. Being lonely, this old lady probably wanted to talk to someone or to befriend someone. But it seems that Martin, in the absence of love and affection that one gets from his parents, he did not have anyone in whom he could confide his fears. And his father made matters more worse. So his father pushed him, because Martin was only 12 and it seemed that his father was too harsh on him. And being the only person in Martin's life, it is natural that Martin would turn to him in need of any kind of problem, solution for any problem. It is here that his father fails him terribly. Not only did he help his son, not only he did not help his son, but he also scolded and demoralized him, leaving with no one to turn but to himself. And therefore, it had a very bad effect on his psyche, and Martin started imagining things. Thank you for watching my videos. Do continue to watch my videos for a complete in-depth analysis into your poems, your short stories, as well as your Shakespeare. Hit the like button as well as the subscribe my channel, and thank you once again.